Hi guys, welcome to the MLP Australia. We're here in Auckland, New Zealand. We've got the Brisbane Breakers about to bring it in against a smash. So we've got Kate Morris serving. Here we go. Oh, that was well done. B. Massey up the other end, just hitting it right into the wing of the Breakers. And again, so hard to see on the screen here. B's got quite a big swing on her. She's got some almighty power. So at the moment, she's just driving it up that middle. Oh, attempt 3, and unfortunately missed it. But I think that was probably worth the risk.
1-0.
And again, B keeping Massey keeping her Kate Morris right back on the back foot, forcing her to hit another drop from the baseline. Oh, the Breakers just speeding up there. Massey was ready. I'd have a suggestion that maybe the Breakers might just need to start dinking a little and force them into a slower game just to get a few points back here. Oh, that was well done.
Breakers at 2, Dawes Kagan. 2-4.
Oh, just going wide there.
3-4. Point smash. Smash a 5. 5-3.
Oh goodness, look at these hands. Oh, that was the first dinking rally we've seen, and Massey just stepped in and went, no thanks, I don't want to do that. I think I'll hit the winner.
Smash at 6. 6-3.
Oh, just took the net. So as you can see, this game is really fast-paced. I think we've seen one dinking rally already and the score's 7-3. So Breakers have really got to slow this game up if they want to stem the tide of smash. Oh, I don't think Breakers have seen Massey smash a ball.
8-3. Point Breakers. Breakers at 4. It's yours, Katie. 4-8.
Oh. Yeah, a bit of a confusion there. I like, though, that Kate Morris there tried to slice serve. Just tried to give Smash something different to look at, a slower ball. Oh, well done. There you go. Breakers getting over the point. I think it's one of the first ones they've won from the kitchen.
5. 5-9.
Oh, very well.
Point smash. Smash 10.
So Breakers are keeping everything to Massey. I'd probably like to see them switch that up, go straight ahead a little bit. There we go. And there we go again. That was a good mix-up. And, like, there's nothing wrong with powering the ball. Obviously, if you've got your players back,
6-10.
you can definitely keep them back. Oh, that's a rare miss. That's the first one I've seen dump into the net. Oh, she's felt that. That's hurt her.
7-10.
That was well done from Kate. So she saw Massey have her paddle just on her forehand side and she drove it straight across her.
Point smash.
Oh, bad luck.
11. Chain games, please.
This is a very quick game, this one. So this is a really nice indoor venue. They've worked pretty hard to get this sorted, but it's not raining outside in Auckland. It's lovely, but I think it's very good to have an indoor venue here. The tennis courts are great. The players have all warmed up today, ready to go. So this is the first match for round 1 for the Sydney Smash and for Brisbane Breakers. So Breakers aren't too out of it, but I would like to see them just try and slow it down a little bit, maybe keep it off Massey for a bit and really just move the ball and keep them slow and then speed up only when they've got that pop-up as opposed to trying to attack off drive straight away. Smash to bring it back in, 11-8.
Oh, that's right. I thought you were wanting to switch them over. Sorry, Dave.
They've switched.
11-8.
Oh,
Point Breakers. Breakers at 9.
it's a bit of an overreach there from Smash coming through the middle.
Point Breakers. Breakers at 10. Yours, Katie.
Here we go.
10-11.
It's good, Ernie. Oh, put her out of position though. Well done. Got him behind Massey.
Breakers are 11. 11-11. Well,
Whoops.
put her on the line.
I think it was. I think there's a warning, so they'll get to replay that. So for those at home, if you serve the ball before the score is called,
11-11.
you get a warning, and then the next one will point off you. Oh, Connie Lee's just popped it into the net there. Got a big smile on her face, but I'm sure that hurt her.
12-11.
Oh.
Smash. Smash.
So look, Breakers are doing well. I would like to see them attack a bit more on Connie Lee.
12-12.
What's happening then is Massey's coming across to try and help her out. They just be a good support. No, well done. Breakers catching Smash out of position there by relentlessly hassling them until they put it into the net. Oh no, I think a middle ball would have done there from Kate Morris. I think it's difficult, right? Massey seems to have very quick hands, especially at the net. So I'd probably be trying to get through Connie Lee, who's on the right of screen here, if I'm going to speed up. Like Massey's not, that was amazing. Not even backing off the line. Doesn't matter how hard anyone hits it, she's not moving. So she's not scared of anyone pounding the ball at her.
breakers. Breakers of 14. Yours, Katie. 14.
There we go. 14 all. It's the second big rally of the match. Oh, well done.
Smash of 15.
I feel like B's a little bit too quick, as I said. I'd like to see them have a go more through Connie if they're going to attack.
Point breakers. 15.
15 all.
Point
And that
smash.
was well done. So, I mean, it's hard. I mean, you want to obviously... I can see what Kate Moss is trying to do. She's trying to handcuff the opponent by dropping the ball central.
16. 15.
But at this case, it's just allowing Bernadette to come through and Hulk smash the ball, basically. So I'd be dropping it probably cross-court if I was Kate Morris. Oh, and bad luck. I like that play from the Brisbane Breakers, returning to...
Timeout called.
Yeah, I like that tactic, as I said, like hitting to Connie Lee on the return. I know that that allows Bernadette to move forward. However, it's keeping Bernadette back because Connie's hitting that return and then staying back because she's pushed behind the line. So I quite like that tactic from the Brisbane Breakers. I wonder if they've considered that that could be a good option for them. The other option is if, let's say, for instance, Kate Morris's drives or drops, as we spoke about earlier, they're popping up a little bit. So maybe she might be best to drive it, and she might be best to drive that straight into Connie Lee, or probably I wouldn't suggest Bernadette at this point, but maybe just give them something different to have a look at. Now, if I'm Sydney Smash, I'm looking at it going, okay, well, they're doing really well. They've had their nose in front most of this. So I'd be like, right, keep on it. Bernadette, keep applying pressure, because the more she can come across the court and basically command the middle, the more pressure it puts on the opposition to try and come up with something better, which is what you're finding. Breakers just pushing a little bit hard and either hitting the net or hitting it wide. So the pressure applied from Bernadette is fantastic at the moment, and that's enabling Connie Lee just to be steady.
Guys, right. How do you go?
Here we go.
18-15.
Oh, a rare miss from Bernadette. But I like that from the Breakers. I think they have decided that the ball at the moment to keep a little bit over to Connie Lee's area of the court. Again, attempting a drop, but it's just not paying off. Sarah not happy with herself. But that is, I think, the right play. Oh, that's a lovely... Yeah, good job. Breakers read that really well. Didn't let Bernadette get away with just driving and moving forward.
17-19.
Nice reset. That was well played from the smash there. You can see how much court Bernadette takes up. She's nearly in this, at the centre. Oh, well done. And there they get it. That's the first round. First game to Sydney Smash. 21-17. All right, guys. So we'll let the boys warm up. While they're doing that, we might just go to an ad break.
What's your duper?
Okay.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
G'day, guys. Welcome back to the MLP. We're currently in round 1. We've got the Sydney Smash, who just took out the opening game against the Brisbane Breakers. So up next, we have the men's combination for Sydney Smash. We have Hardgraves and Kim. And on the boys, we have Wong and George Wall. So I haven't seen much of Wong play, but I can tell you I've heard all the people talk about him. He's got incredible. I did actually see a little bit of him in Tweed, but the other MLP. But this should be an exciting match. Here we go. Wow, good opening rally. So what you'll see here from the boys is they're all smart players. There'll be lots of dinking rallies and cat and mouse. Well, I say that and then look at that, speed up straight away. That was a sneaky attack. Very well done. Another one. Oh, this is an interesting tactic from the Brisbane Breakers.
1-2.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a good shot. So Kim has got incredible hand speed. Well done, forcing the error from Wong.
2-3.
That was well done. Wong just pushing Kim out slightly, a little bit further on that forehand dink. Kim just got it a little bit behind him. Well played. So it was quite clever.
Smash at 3. 3-4.
Oh, well done. So you might be asking yourself, well, why don't the guys speed up all the time? And the answer's pretty simple.
5-3.
And I'll tell you right after this rally. Wow, look at this cat and mouse, pushing all the players around the court. Well done. 4 Sierra out of Wong there. It seems to be a tactic. They're laying heavily on that. And the reason they don't just keep attacking straight away is they want to push their opposition off the kitchen line. Oh, what a pickup. Oh, bad luck. So there's no point attacking someone if they're nice and balanced and they're in position ready to hit it back at you and counter it. So it's really important that you set yourself and get them out of position before you attack, or at least on the back foot. Oh, that was a good get. I feel like George Wall was going the opposite way, but he managed to put his paddle out there and split the middle.
7-4.
Oh, he's dropped his shoulders there, Kim. Got caught. George got right up in his grill with that ball.
8-4.
And a speed up attempt from Wong. Just long again. This is how they started, with a couple of speed ups, the breakers. A couple going in their favour and then one missing, so they slowed it for a bit. Well done again. We see the speed up. It seems that every time breakers speed up first, they're more commanding and winning the rallies than the Sydney Smash. And again, Wong just getting caught in transition there, trying to do a nice dink and got caught out. Oh, well done. So Wong read that very well off his paddle. That enabled him to counter when Mitch decided to attack him.
10-6.
That was good from Kim. So they initiated speed up. Wong not very happy with that at all from the breakers.
7-10.
Well done.
Smash or 8.
I feel like Smash are doing pretty well when they're initiating the speed up, especially they're hitting Wong and they're only hitting George if he's off his back foot, which is good. Wong's missed a return there, potentially thinking about what he did a few points ago. And another mistake. So the energy of the breakers, I'd probably like a timeout or something here. Or they'll change ends shortly at the next point anyway. Good dinking, good moving. Just trying to work out where that gap is. When to attack. And there it is. So now they'll switch ends. So it's interesting that they kept to Wong, but they didn't attack him. They ended up trying to attack Mitch, which he's usually quite on the ball. I mean, they all are, but that going the way of the breakers. It's 11-10. They'll switch ends. I feel like Wong's still in his head. When he missed that first one a few points ago, I feel like he's still just coming back from that. And in rally scoring, you just don't have the luxury of carrying it over. Like, you've just got to let it go and play the next point because it can get away from you very quickly. So here we go. A change of ends might have just settled him. And that was well done. Again, Wong not happy with himself.
11-11.
Wong having a go at, Kim having a go at that. I feel like it's a definite tactic, Smasher trying to get into Wong's forehand. It's probably so that George Wall keeps out of the middle. Oh, there it is. Wong read it really well.
Smash at 12. 12-12.
Got him. Mitch was like, you can have that back with some, mate.
Yours, Mitch. 13-12.
Great hands. Hit it out. That's a rare mistake from Mr. Wall.
Smash at 14.
He's a little bit frozen out. He's not seeing too much ball. They're only sort of hitting him the smash when he's out of position or they think they can hurt him. They're definitely not. Oh, they paid the price there when Kim hit it straight down to him.
13-14.
The smasher got to be careful. I feel like Smash have won a fair few points when they've managed to keep the breakers back.
15-13.
Just forcing them to repeatedly drop. Into that forehand ding. Oh, well done. Just caught Wong right up on his chest there. It's a hard shot to defend, especially if you're expecting a ding. So it was a very good surprise from the smash. Oh, well done. So if you just notice Smash there, I feel like what they've done very well. Timeout called from the Brisbane Breakers. They're just keeping George Wall in his corner. So they are dinking down the line to him. They're dinking across to him. They're now just trying to keep him out of play. And what that is doing is enabling, well, Wong's got no choice. He's got to come across. He's got to cover that centre. And so when they're doing that, Smash are just have got bigger areas to look at because Wong can't cover the whole court. So if they've got George Wall standing on the sideline because he's got no choice, he's dinking there, then it opens the court for Smash to have a go at. So that's quite a good tactic. I'd probably be tempted to tell George and Wong, maybe you need to start looking at the inside foot of smash, just to try and handcuff them and keep them unable to hit such good angles to keep George out of it. If they hit inside foot into smash, then George Wall can stay in the middle more. So there's a middle ball. So he's oh, bad luck. That was unfortunate. He read it, he just popped it late. Boys. I feel like Wong's just got to shake it off. That was well played. Very well held from George before he attacked that into Kim. Not many balls get through that man. Again. Oh, and in. Nice shot.
Smash at 20.
So it's here. So Sydney smash.
20, 14.
They're in a pretty commanding lead. Anything can happen though. Oh, and there it is. Sydney Smash just taking out the second game. It's a nice commanding lead at 2-0. Coming into the mixed. We'll take a break and we'll be back shortly. Thank you.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it. Challenging every limit. Turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you. It's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
What's your duper?
Hey guys, welcome back. We're playing round one. This is Sydney. They're 2-0 up currently, playing against the Brisbane Breakers. So the MLP, we're currently in Auckland. We're using our awesome Franklin X40 balls, which seem to be the tour's favourite ball currently at the moment. And we've also got Eula being one of our major sponsors, which has been great. They've been around. I've actually had a chat to a couple of the people that have been coming to make sure all the players are happy and floating around, enjoying themselves. I must admit, I did get here early this morning just to run some training sessions, and the courts were full. Everyone is out training like mad. They've got a little warm-up area. They were getting themselves all sorted there. It's so great to see such a fantastic atmosphere. Everyone was getting along. Everyone was hitting. All right, so here we go. This is a do or die for Brisbane Breakers. They're serving. Hugh is serving. And Wong against Mitch and Bernadette. Oh, that was well read by Wong. Just forcing the error. I like the play though, forcing the play to slow down from the breakers, which is fantastic. Bernadette with another drive through the middle. I'm pretty sure she started her doubles that way. Let's see if she does it again. Great. That was fantastic. Look, Wong didn't actually do anything wrong. Sydney Smash were just all over it, and Wong just got caught there. I feel like Mitch just baited Connie Lee into hitting into his backhand there. He left a gap and then closed it as quick as she hit it. Yeah, too good. Poor Wong's dropped his shoulders, but I feel like if Mitch is going to come across and do that, and I feel like that's definitely going to be him for the match, then you've got to get him behind him. You've got to keep him back. That's it. There you go. Wong heard me, I think, and went, yep, that's a good idea. I think I'll do that. Well played, slow ball. Rare mistake from Mitch. And like, what can Wong do if he's feeling a little bit off and things aren't necessarily working for him when he's pulling the trigger? I think he can just slow it down. Get comfortable. Hit it at a pace you are comfortable with, and then speed it up once you're ready to go. At least you've got a chance then there you go. Or you could just be, hit a really fantastic smash and get all that energy out.
3-6.
Oh, it just popped it a little bit high, Sarah. It's just a little bit high. It wasn't too much, but it was enough that Bernadette went, thank you, I'll take that. Rare error there. I think Bernadette tried to drop that as opposed to drive it. Got caught. Another error there. It's interesting. Sarah's got a little bit more jump in her step. She feels like she's taking on that cross court. She's doing really well, especially hitting into Bernadette's forehand and keeping her back. Mitch looks like he's threatening. Yeah, that's it. She's got her confidence there.
Breakers at 5. Yours,
So Bernadette's got to counter that somehow. Stop that from occurring.
5-8.
Nice shot. Great overhead. Well done. That was very well played from the breakers.
Breakers at 6.
I feel like Sarah's definitely gotten that cross-court groove on. I'm not sure what Wong would have said to her there, but maybe just keep doing that, I hope, is what he said to her. That's it. That's well done again. There you go.
Breakers at 7.
So that's forced about 3 unforced errors off Bernadette. So Mitch just having a chat now, saying, look, probably go inside foot. If I'm Bernadette, you've got to go inside foot of Sarah. There it is. As opposed to just keep going cross court. Oh, pushed it out. There you go.
Breakers at 8.
There we go. Breakers brought it back in. 8-8. Oops. I feel like Wong probably hitting Mitch on that drop wasn't the smartest. I think that it's working at the moment. They've got Bernadette under some pressure. She's feeling it. Oh, ball.
Point smash.
Mitch just killing that ball.
10-8. Point smash.
And again.
Try and get him, please.
So I guess that's the thing. So they've just called a timeout. I feel like, look. Change of, yeah, sorry, they're changing ends, my bad. I'm just looking it over to the side saying, what does that mean? But that we're all good. Brisbane Breakers had a really good thing going on there, and I'm not sure what's happened and why they've decided to change their tactic, but they have. They're now going to Mitch instead of Bernadette. Bernadette has decided that I'm not dinking anymore. I'm going to free swing at this. So she's decided to drive the ball, and it's catching the other guys by a bit by surprise, and then Mitch is coming in to clean up. So, again, they've got to go back to keeping Mitch out of play.
Mitch, that's theirs.
And I'm sure that's the conversation.
There's yours.
So if I'm breakers, I'm keeping Bernadette dinking cross-court forehand. If I'm smash, if I'm Bernadette, I'm going inside foot to try and get Mitch to come across. If that makes sense, I'm dinking there. Yeah, that was well done. You can't give Mitch a little looker to pop up. He'll kill it.
12-8.
Oh, what a shot.
Point smash.
It didn't even look like it was going to go over the net.
13.
That was a bit effortless.
13-8.
Nice shot. Sarah's like, I'm not giving you it that easily. Come get it. You want to win it? We're going to give it to you as much as we can.
9-13.
9-13. That was fantastic. So they saw Mitch come across at the smash, and Sarah went, you know what, I've seen you creep over, I'm going to attack that backhand. That was well done from Wong. So they're back to their original tactic,
11-13.
the breakers. That was well done though, bit of a pop up there on that one.
Smash of 14.
And like, I hope Sarah doesn't stop doing it from the breakers just because she gave a pop up on that one. I think it's the right tactic. There we go. She's back in it again. Well done.
Breakers at 12.
And hopefully, I'm sure they are, being professionals that they are, they've recognised the pattern.
12-14.
So they're like, yep, let's just keep doing that until it doesn't work, and then we'll go to plan B. Oh, that was a nice flick from Bernadette. Well done. She's got very good overheads. So they've tried to lob her twice now, and twice she's won the point. I probably would very much consider not throwing a lob over her head.
Breakers at 13. Yours, Jack. 13-15.
Really nicely placed. That actually, Mitch helped cause that one, so just getting it right down at Wong's feet, and he popped it up so it could be attacked. Oh, he nearly got it.
Breakers at 14.
Here we go.
14.
Breakers at 14. So it's a common question people say to me, if I'm frozen out of a game, like, how can I get back in? So we spoke about before, if you want to bring your player into court more so that they can be more involved, your partner, instead of dinking cross to cross, that was well reached by Bernadette. I thought she was going to fall in the kitchen. Instead hitting cross to cross, which really does isolate your partner out of the game, you've actually got to dink middle, which sounds a bit counterintuitive, but I guarantee you it is not. Oh, that's a good get. Oh, Wong's like, but have that one.
Breakers at 15.
So inside foot cuts the angles a little bit. Doesn't eliminate them, but it definitely makes it harder for someone to get a straight angle across to you. So by Sarah. Oh, ATP. Great shot. Congratulated everyone on the side there. That was a fantastic effort from Bernadette. Wong got his paddle on it, but couldn't recover it. It's too good. And look, that was smart from Mitch to come across. Wong got tagged there, but to come across and take that ball out of the air, because Bernadette has struggled a little bit from the back of the court. Not all the time, but a lot of the time when they've managed to keep her back. They've won the point more than not. So Mitch poaching there was perfect. It made Brisbane realise that he's coming if they're not careful and they don't disguise what they're doing. Not many errors though. I mean, she should be very happy, Smash. Bernadette should be very happy with the way that she's playing. Oh, ouch. Wong decided to crash as well. Do the same thing Mitch did before. So I can do that. All right, we're on a freeze. So Sydney Smash, they're on 20. They must win the ball. Oh, it's a bit shaken, I think, still from that one before. So it means that Smash can only win now off their serve unless the score gets to 20 all, in which case it unfreezes. I'm not sure what happened there. I think we're replaying.
18-20.
And here we go. So they've got the ball back. If Smash can get this point, they've won it 3-0 this tie.
20-18.
And there it is. Smash have gone 3-0. Played very well. Breakers played very well as well. But Smash were just too good in that round. So we might go to a commercial break and we'll see you back shortly. Hi guys, welcome back. This is the MLP round 1. We're playing the Sydney Smash versus the Brisbane Breakers. The Breakers, unfortunately, not too happy with themselves. They're 0 at the moment. Now, it's not over though. I mean, it is in the fact that Smash has won the tie. However, they need this 1 point. Brisbane will not go away. Oh, that's a good shot. They don't want to give this up 4-0, otherwise it doesn't help them out for round 2. So every point is up for grabs in this game. George Wall coming out firing. No mercy.
Okay, Connie. 2-0.
Oh, he took it as well.
Smash
I
away.
think George is out for taking every ball he can. Oh, Connie was trying. Oh, she got away with it. Oh, no, and then she missed the easy one. Don't we hate that? That does happen.
Breakers at 3.
She put herself, tried to do it, Ernie. It didn't work, came back, got the hard one, and then missed the setup. That was well done.
2.
Never seen a lot of Kim on the left there move around the court, but my goodness, that man can move and play. So I'd like to see him insert himself here a little bit. Oh, that was so clever. She's like, take that back. George Wall tagged her before. She's returning the favour. Oh, bad luck.
Breakers at 4.
And sometimes you don't need to be that precise getting a drop in. I know that it's important, but... Oh, bad luck. Kate just hitting the tape there. Kate Morris.
4-4.
Again, George Wall is late. Nope, I'll have that. Thank you very much.
5.
So George Wall's looking to do that. I mean, he's hardly touched the ball unless he's gone onto Kate Morris' side of the court. Oh, there, she gave him one there and went, there you go, you can have that. But generally speaking, Smash are keeping the ball well off George, and rightly so, I think. Now that was going out, and George went, no, I'll hit that anyway. Like, George would have known that was going out. He's a very good
Breakers at 6.
instinctive player. He knows what's going on. But if you notice, when he comes to the centre, he really does come to the centre. He's really baiting Connie into hitting down the line if she's brave enough. So look at him. He wants he's trying to get every ball.
Point Breakers.
And that alone, guys, even if George doesn't get involved, the fact that he's there looking for that ball puts pressure on you. Oh, that's a good lob. Oh, there you go. Connie's like, what did I do that for? Why did I hit it into his forehand? It's very hard when the ball's coming pretty quick at you to be able to control it. Again, a wind up
Point Breakers.
and a successful drive straight through Connie Lee. That's the third one, I think, or the second that George has managed to get through it. Oh!
Smash at 6.
And it does get in your head. When someone's there just literally blazing away on you,
6-9.
it does put pressure. That's a nice return from Kate. Oh, and then it's hit the ceiling.
Breakers. Breakers at
The
10.
relentless pressure of Mr. Wall. Hence the name, I imagine. No, I think his name came first, but still impressive. Oh, lovely speed up there from George. Change of ends. So as I said, in order to keep in the running at some point, the Breakers really do need to win this game so they can get 1 point and 1 win on the board. Sydney Smash have done a 3-1. The previous matches in the rounds, there was another team, Surge versus... Oh, who did the Surge versus? We just played them. They, unfortunately, Surge went down 1-3, and I say unfortunately because I coach a Surge. Glory, sorry, it was. There you go. I just had a moment. And then there was a dream breaker happening between the Aces and the Bondi, and that was a really close match actually. So that was a 2-3. So it's all very close. All these teams are so competitive. Some of the games could have gone either way. Here we go. Brisbane are like, George is like, I'm not going away. Mr. Wall wants the ball. Oh, something going on. But we're very lucky to have such great sponsors like Franklin, 60 and Proton, and Eula. Or Yola, should I say. There's lots of discussion in Australia about that. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. And again, George is not going away. He's just ripping it through Lee at the moment. This is Connie Lee. And again, he definitely is like, oh, I want this set. There's not much Connie Lee can do, except not give him a forehand would be my suggestion. I'd do that. I'd return exactly to Kate Morris, and I would make sure that it's in her forehand side so that if George wants it, he has to literally run to the opposite side of the court to grab it. And that was well done. Again, 3 errors from Kate Morris's paddle, so hopefully I think she's pretty good at resetting. I don't think she dwells on it too long. She'll just keep going. George is like, well, I don't want that anyway. Let's not make it 4. I'll step in and just help you. Which does happen sometimes, guys. If, you know, we all get a bit tight sometimes, and if your partner can come across, why would you not let them? So he's driven it, but usually he drives it straight into Connie Lee from the smash, but he decided to go cross court that time, inside out, but it went sard long for Mr. Wall. He's opened the door for the smash. George wants it. Oh, that was well done. I like the fact that, like, Connie Lee didn't get baited into going down the line there on George Wall. He left it wide open, but she was like, nah. Oh, she baited that time, though. So it is very possible, guys, to get people to hit it into the spot that you want them by leaving a gap, which George Wall is doing beautifully at the moment. He's just like, yeah, come on. That was a nice shot. Forcing the error there off Kate.
13-16.
George is like, thank you very much. I'm going to take that. Smash on out of it. Ball just coming across court.
Timeout call.
Timeout. There we go. This will be interesting. So the MLP, we're here in Auckland, as it says there on the bottom, New Zealand in the Pickleball Cup. It's a fantastic event. I do love coming to New Zealand. I think it's fantastic. It is one of my favourite places to visit. The people are amazing. And I just find everyone so welcoming. It's just, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but it's also been blue sky and warm. I flew in from Queensland and I felt like I was still in Queensland when I landed, which I'm pretty sure last time I was here, I mean, it was only 21 degrees and they said it was a summer's day, so they were all swimming in the ocean, which is terrifying to me because it was a bit cold. All right, we're back in. Breakers really want this. The Brisbane Breakers want this 1 point. So smash if they're going to. That was well done. Timely time out there. I felt like Connie Lee just got caught a little bit flat. Oh, so did Kim. So this was a very good timeout. I think George Waller's going to drive this. How did I guess that? Connie Lee ready, though, this time. That was well left from smash. Went over Kim's head. Sailed straight out. Nice serve there. That's a lovely tee serve. It really just handcuffed Kate Morris from the Brisbane Breakers to hit straight back to Connie Lee, and then she drove it straight into it. Well done. Oh, she said take that. I like it. I wouldn't suggest she do it again, but that was fantastic. Just not at the moment. That's a once-in-a-while shot, that one. Straight through George Wall. Didn't even get his paddle on it. Lovely tee serve again. Oh, George is like, oh, I want in. Smart to just keep it there. And well done. There you go. I feel like their tactic for the smash is back on track. Hustle coming over to get a ball that's drifted under the table, and I'm trying to kick it away, but not succeeding. Oh, I did. There you go. Here we go. Oh, well done, George. As soon as George got it, straight into Connie Lee. He's very quick, lightning quick. So smash have got to get it back here. Oh, he thought he was going to drive that, Mr. Wall. Oh, got him on the back. Not happy with that one for some reason. All right. 2 points in it. Oh, no. Is it a warning? All right, so it's a warning. So Connie Lee served as the score was being called. Do it again. They gave her a warning to be courteous. Oh, rare error from Mr. Wall. And 19 now, 19-20.
19-20.
Oh, well done. George just decided to play singles there. 20 all timeout. Now, last time the timeout was called, Smash came back in and had a bit of a slow start. So the Breakers managed to come away with 3 straight points. So it'll be interesting here to see if Smash can keep... the Breakers ran away with 3 straight points. So it'll be interesting here if the Smash can come back in and keep that intensity for the next 2 points. So they've locked it up at 20 apiece. Scoreboard's just updating now. So it'll be interesting. I wonder what they're going to say here. My advice, I just saw Connie Lee say cross court. So it'll be interesting here to see what they decide to do. George will have decided to come back in. I mean, if I'm the breakers, I'm just George. I'm going to come across and insert myself as soon as I can. So it's interesting. Everyone deals differently under pressure. That's what makes this game so fantastic, right? Anything can happen. 20-20. Oh, that was a very risky shot. Brave, but very risky. They fought their way back, the Sydney Smash. I wouldn't go changing it now. Just keep it where it works, and that at the moment, unfortunately, for Kate Morris, the Sydney Smash, that's achieving. So don't go changing it and try to be too cute. You got it back to the even score for a reason. Yeah. Unfortunately, Connor just taking on George. So, match point.
22-21.
Oh, it was out. There it is.
And match.
Game and match. So, 3-1 to Sydney Smash. Breakers getting away with that last one there. It was quite close. It was a very nice match. So, thank you very much for joining us, guys. We have another round coming up for you in the next few minutes, so try and stick around. We might do a few ad breaks, but thanks for joining us. We'll continue soon.
What's your duper?
Hey, that's it. We got to go. Oh, no, you received. You said you wanted to receive. No, he said he wanted to serve. Come on, Coach Coco.
Sorry. Time?
It's time ages back.
Hey, Red Carter.
Attacked.
Hey, give her a card already, okay?
Yeah, that's what I reckon too. Ellie, you good? You right, B? 0-0, ladies. Point, Vipers. Vipers are 1. One zero. Point Vipers. Vipers at 2. 2-0. Point Mavs. Mavs at 1. 1-2. Point Mavs. Mavs at 2. 2-2. Point Vipers. Vipers are 3. 3-2. Point Vipers. Vipers 4. 4-2. Point Vipers. Vipers are 5. 5-2. Point Mavs. Mavs are 3. 3-5. Point Vipers. Vipers are 6. 6-3. Point Mavs. Mavs are 4. 4-6. Point Vipers. Vipers are 7. 7-4. Point Mavs. Mavs are 5. 5-7. Point Vipers. Vipers are 8. 8-5. Vipers are 9. 6, yours, Pete. 6-9. Vibers at 10. 10-6. Mavs at 7. 7-10. Right, Vibers, that's all over, ladies. We'll change.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with the Vipers and the Mavericks. They're in their first women's doubles matchup of this tie. And we've got the Vipers up 11-7. My name is Mike Newell, and I'm going to be joined by the one and only Chris Pascoe, the famous father for Lucas Pascoe, who just won for the Eastern Rush, which I coach. And we're going to be talking you through this match.
It's been a great afternoon so far. Some really, really tight and fun, incredible matches. So I'm hoping the same here. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing some high-quality stuff there. Nice play by the left side player, Nicola Schumann, and her partner, B. Horsley, over there for the Melbourne Mavericks. And they're taking on the left side, Mihe Kwan, and also her partner, Ella Boydston.
It's great to see Nicola back because obviously she missed Tweed, and it's great to see her back. And it looks like she's been training, and she's still got that phenomenal scream, and she's keen to win.
She is. You don't lose that competitiveness. You know, she might lose a little bit of timing when she was out with a little bit of an illness, but definitely hasn't lost the competitiveness.
And for the Vipers, I believe we have the American Ella Boydston. So this is her first trip here for MLP Australia. So she wasn't available for the Tweed, and it's great to see her playing here. She comes out of Utah.
And there we go. The Vipers have stopped a little bit of the bleeding. They had a nice lead on the change of ends, and we're at 12-10 right now. Let's see if they can start to build a little momentum. Great job there by Nicholas Schumann to keep them back through transition and in the backcourt, not letting them work their way forward, and ended up putting that ball away. Great job there from the Melbourne Mavericks.
Some good D as well from the Vipers there. They were holding on, and they just needed one more ball. One more ball.
That's right. You always want to just keep that ball back and just see what happens. All right, and then B. Horsley steps in and says, I can play this game too. Great attacking backhand.
B's a bit of a super sub. I think she's seems to be the #1 first call pick if anyone's unavailable. She's playing incredible.
That's right. There's a lot of the players that are getting these calls up, and the call-ups to the premier teams and from the challenger level, and they're definitely holding their own. Just goes to show the depth that we have here in Australia with some of these players like, you know, Rob Sterling got a call up, and he's been playing up, and Taylor Smith, and, you know, we had a sub today from France, so we're going to go to a quick little New Zealand Pickleball Cup timeout, and we'll be back with you shortly. 12-12 here.
What's your duper?
All right, and we're back here. We had a timeout taken, and we're back at 12-12. Mavericks versus the Vipers in this first tie, the gender doubles, ladies versus ladies.
This is such an important match to win, whether they send out the ladies first or the men's. This really sets up the momentum for your whole team. You really want to get away to a good start here.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we mentioned that Nicola Skuman hasn't been playing too much lately, so I'm sure they're going to pick on her a little bit more and test her timing and her consistency.
So far, definitely living up to the mark. She's playing very well. And there's the commentator curse. I've mentioned her, and I apologise. That shan't happen again.
Nice dink to the middle there. I always love it when the ladies, we see them a lot in the cross-court patterns, but I always love it when they mix it up and dink a little bit to the middle. And we had Ella there a little bit off that no volley line, and he was able to get it down to her feet there, put a little pressure on.
We have a head referee, David J. there, just picking up the ball, doing a little bit of extra work there for the keep the match rolling.
He's good like that. I haven't seen Ella Boydston play much at all, but I'm really impressed with her backhand flick. She has a really nice flicky wrist action on that one, and she just caught Nicola off guard there with one.
Transition to the net really quickly as well to be able to play that shot. She really moved very quickly. I was just talking to, I believe it's her mum. She's an ex-soccer player. Or football, soccer, whatever term you want to use. Similar to another pretty good female player, I believe, over in the States.
Yes, exactly. Nice drop there from Nicola, and then following in and putting the pressure on by taking up some space, making Miho force an error into the net.
That wasn't a bad forehand roll either. You just mentioned her backhand flick, and that was a pretty good forehand roll. Reached in and definitely hit it well.
Yeah, she's got a few weapons on both sides.
Very nice placement there by Nicola. Pushed that
Yeah, it
placed
looks
it
like
very well.
they're going to try and force Mihei's transition game, see if she can step up and work her way in. So far, they've gotten a few points on that. Of course, not that hard to transition when the ball's sitting up at shoulder level. We've got a tight one here. Let's see who's going to step it up. 17 all.
She'll want that one back. This is where it's like 5-4 and it's in the tennis match. This is where you want to make sure these are the points you want to win.
And again, we just don't want to see you lose points there. And definitely the Mavericks didn't lose it. The Vipers there really stepped up and played a great point, and Mihai ended up finishing it off with a great angle volley. But the Mavs made them play a few extras. 18 all. Nice transition from the Vipers. Although Ella's staying off that line quite a bit, and it's tough to counterattack a ball from that far back.
That was really great control there from Nicola. She actually played out to push Mihai out twice and then went back centre and then pushed her out again. Really good, which opened up for that volley.
Nice lob there from B to get him a little off balance, and then Nicola follows up with a big forehand drive. Takes them right to match point here, and as you know in the MLP format, you must win on serve from here on out if you're at 20. This is the freeze. The freeze is on.
What's your thought, Mike, on the 2018? The match is nearly over, and you're serving. Should you take your time out if you haven't used it? Some teams do, some teams don't.
It probably depends on where the momentum is. If you feel like you're in a good spot, go ahead and keep going. I'm always for that decision. I don't like taking a timeout, unless one of us is tired or
makes sense.
We need to just chill out for a little bit. But they've got another one here at 2019. Let's see if they can transition in. Great defense from the Mavs. Oh, and solid play from Ella, who actually had a let cord, in the middle of that on an overhead, but Nicola ended up digging it. Now we've got 20-20. We unfreeze, and it's win by 2 from here on out.
Well played.
Oh, good hands there from the Mavs. Mihei really worked her way in there, and
she got really low, really dug out a few of those balls, worked really hard, and then just the pressure from Nicola and B, just too strong.
Okay, so we do have a timeout called now to answer your question, Chris. So I guess one of the teams decided at 21-20 and match point that they're going to take a timeout. So the Mavs up 21-20. They're going to have a little talk. Relax a little bit.
No, I've spoken to a few athletes, and a couple of people believe it's really important because this is the point. If you lose this point, when it goes 21, unfreeze, this is the point where you come out with a clear objective, purpose, and go, where are we serving to? Where are we returning? What's going on? And you lay your play and you work out your game right now.
Yep, and that's a great theory. The alternate theory is when you call a timeout, you always win the next point. That's just a theory that I have. But
no, it's true. People know when
timeouts always work. So
it makes sense.
Let's see if the Mavericks can
21-20.
Can hold the point here. Game point number 1. Just missed the drop wide, I believe.
Oh, bit of controversy.
Yep.
We've got an out and
I think it was confirmed by the side referee. The ball was just wide. And we've got 21-20.
21-1. All the ones.
21-20. Yeah, 21-20, correct. Yep. Nice attack there from Nicola, and we've got a game point again for the Mavericks. Now at 22-21.
22-21.
All right, and they're in. This is what they want. We got the Vipers backing off the line.
All the way back to the baseline.
And
wow.
off the line. What defense from the Vipers. Incredible patience from the Mavs. Great defense from the Vipers.
What a way to turn defense into offense. They're at the net owning it right now.
What a point. Incredible point. In the beginning, unbelievable defense from the Vipers. They worked their way in, transition, got the Mavs on the back foot to back up, and now we're at 22 all. Again, the Vipers with ridiculously good defense.
That reset just then.
Oh, and unfortunately, Ella just missed that one after playing such a good point. And we're going to 23-22 with the Mavericks.
With their third match point, potentially fourth.
At least the third, isn't it? I think they were 20-18 up.
Let's see if they can close this out.
bit anticlimactic, but I'm sure the Mavericks let out a big sigh of relief after that missed return. And we're going to go into a little commercial break before we come back for the men's doubles in this second tie.
Okay.
What's your duper?
This is what you're waiting for. I think we're ready to ride. I think I'm ready tonight. I think I'm ready tonight. This is what you're waiting for. I think we're ready to ride.
Okay, and we're back here. We've got the Melbourne Mavericks taking on the Western Vipers. My name is Mike Newell, and I'm joined by Chris Pascoe. How are you doing today, Chris? Enjoying this?
Absolutely, Mike. We had a great training session today. It's great to see everybody over here from Australia, New Zealand, and the rest of the world. And the place has been full all day. And now all afternoon we're seeing some very, very high Premier level MLP.
That's right. There's lots of good Premier level MLP, but we all know that the crowd is here just getting tuned up for the Masters, which will be starting tomorrow morning, which Chris and I will be participating in. But, if you want to come on down to the total
St. John's tennis. I know we're in the suburb of St. John's, a beautiful suburb, I might add. I don't know where we are.
At the Total Coach Tennis Facility. And you can watch some free pickleball, ladies and gentlemen. It's all free. Come on down. And we've got all kinds of pickleball starting tomorrow. We've got Masters MLP, we've got Premier MLP, we've got Challenger MLP, and then we'll also see some PPA going on as well, I think, and some, what do we have, Opens tomorrow?
We do, yes.
Some,
and I know
some
8 a.m.
pros.
tomorrow is the Masters 50-plus New Zealand team. So
Let's go.
I'm part of the Vipers, so I'm Team Green. And
All
we're
right.
playing them tomorrow, where obviously there will be a huge home crowd, and we will not be the favourites.
All right, so we've got the Vipers taking on the Melbourne Mavericks here. For the Vipers, we've got Andy Horridge and Ryan Henry. And for the Melbourne Mavericks, we've got the legend himself, Aaron Blitz, and an OG from the USA. We've got Joey Farias. So this is going to be very interesting.
You've got quite an established pairing here. So Ryan and Andy have been playing quite a lot of pickleball together, I'd say, at least for the last 6 months. They played the last season together in the Vipers and obviously committed for this entire year. They did well last year too.
They did. They ended up having some great wins to finish the season off, and started off last MLP down in Tweed Heads doing pretty well. And, yeah, they've got a lot of experience, whereas, Joey and Aaron come together with a lot of experience as individual players, but not a lot of team experience. They did play in Tweed Heads together, but that was the first time. So we'll see how they go here.
Mr. Blitz did well then. So far, so good.
Yep, Blitzy is in form. He's been working hard on his pickleball game, as all of these players do. Brian just a little early speed up into the net. They're just getting warmed up a little bit here, but I'm sure the Vipers will pick it up.
Vipers men really need to deliver here. It's not a position you want to be in 0-2. This is where you really want to get 1-1. I know Andy and Ryan definitely, everyone wants to win obviously, but this is one that you want to win even more.
Definitely. Once you go down that first one, you need to rebound strong. Definitely rebound strong.
Point Vipers. Vipers at 4.
All right, we're going to see some rock-solid play from Andy here. On the right-hand side, we're going to see Ryan Henry being a little aggressive on that left side. He does like to move quite a bit through the middle, and he loves this shake and bake, whether it's off of his partner's drive or drop. He'll push forward and take a lot of space. Coming from his high-level tennis background, he sees the ball very early and moves very quickly. Even at a stunning 40 years old, he's still not much of a step behind anybody out here. Great eye there from the tennis vet.
Yeah, Ryan's definitely one of the strongest and fittest players. There are some very fit players. Just a close second to you and me, though, Mike, potentially. Unlucky there. The line was open.
Yeah, I think he scolded himself a little bit there. That's very much a tennis shot that we don't see too often. If Joey's moving a lot and trying to take more of the middle, you might drive one down that line on the third shot, but generally speaking, that's a no-no. We want to try and keep those drives right into the body, maybe through the middle of the court. Look for that fifth shot to come in and drop and get up to that net.
Here's another exchange between Andy and Aaron, and that resulting in that beautiful body tag there. But
great disguise there from Blitzy. He had that ball sitting out on his forehand. His body kind of leaned left, and he hit right. And it's not often you see Ryan Henry fooled on that one. Yeah, nice little jink to the middle there. Joey with a speed up out wide, and Ryan countered that one straight down the line. Great
job. So we've got 8-5, Andy serving.
Nice job by Ryan there, taking Aaron on straight ahead. You know, it's an interesting one because it doesn't really look like any of the four players are attacking a certain player. They're moving the ball around to both players on both sides.
Yeah, the points are being crafted really well. Like, they're actually starting to really do some dinking, then sort of push it round and really, until it comes to that firefight that we just saw between Ryan and Aaron. But they started early, speeding up too early, and now they've settled into the match.
They have. They're getting a little more comfortable. The Vipers are starting to just pull away a little bit here. They're looking like they're on a little bit of roll. They'll switch sides here and get a little bit of a timeout if the Vipers get to 11. All right, we've got 7-10. The Mavs are going to try and stop them and see if they can get up to 11 first. Little miscue by Andy Horridge there with a missed shoulder-high forehand. It's not typical. He's usually pretty solid with those on that right side. Ryan loves to do that little jack sock run around the back end and dink forehands cross.
That's a great ball from Andy. And then such a well-created point. They literally waited, then he took it straight out of the air, gave it a flick.
Yeah, and it's honestly what they should be doing. I like that play from them. They're doing better when they're creating from up at that net and looking to dink around, move it, and then try and find the right ball to start the attack.
I think the score is reflecting correctly 11-8. When both teams are at the net, they've just got that small edge, the Vipers. They just seem to have that little bit of an edge.
Just a little bit. And again, like we said, maybe from playing a lot together, they're covering the court, moving pretty well. They know what the other guy's going to do. But watch out. Joey and Aaron have a wealth of knowledge, and they're sitting there on the sideline talking about what they need to be doing right now. And I'm sure they're coming up with a good pattern to play they're gonna be able to execute and get right back into this.
I think I watched the previous match. It was Breakers v. the other team, Smash, and I think the Breakers went in 11-8, and the Smash came back and ended up being 21-14. So don't close anything out right now.
Yeah. Or did you just put the commentator's curse on?
No. I still believe in Aaron. Here we go.
Vipers 11, Mavericks 8. There it is. A little bit of a high dink there down the line, and Joey took care of business on that one. Nice high backhand through the middle. Again, a little bit impatient there. I'm not sure where Andy was trying to go with that one. It's one thing to go cross court, but not that much of an angle when you're speeding up. I think he was trying to go into the body and just missed it a little bit. And the Mavs are right back into this. All right, Vipers stopped the bleeding there.
Mavs came out a little bit hot in this second part of the set. I've just definitely seen Aaron drive a couple of balls and Joey. Very nice drives, well shaped. So, yeah, a little different of attack.
Nice reach in there by Ryan. That's what he's looking for. That's the left side dominance. He's always keeping an eye out for that middle forehand, or maybe even a little across the middle, and see if he can't rip one through the center. All right, so Ryan started to speed up there. Didn't quite get it into the right spot on Blitzy, and a couple shots later, unfortunately, Andy just missed that one long, but...
good defense from Aaron, because Ryan had 3 good shots at him. 3 good shots, but probably just directly at his hip where the paddle's there. It should have either been 10 centimeters up
on the left hip rather than the right hip.
Yeah.
So you want to go at that paddle hip to paddle shoulder when you're trying to initiate those attacks, just like Joey did right there, straight out of the textbook. He got that ball and put it on Andy's paddle hip, and it's really difficult to get that chicken wing around.
Is that the opposite of a commentator's curse? Is that a commentator's blessing? You're talking about it and they're performing. They're doing exactly what you say.
Nice defense there from Blitzy. And again, great ball right on the hip of Ryan, and he just tried to chicken wing and netted it.
14-13. Their Mavs are in front. There we go.
First time this game. Nice from Ryan there. That forehand topspin roll cross. He's got all that space when he runs around his back end, and he can really get some good spin on that ball, and a very difficult dink with lots of pressure.
That's a great speed up, straight into the hip, like straight into the spot, and he knew that ball was going out.
Yeah, he's spot on with those.
15-14.
Andy steps up, very nice. Gets his crowd going, the Viper supporters going with a big forehand put away. We're all tied up at 15s. Unfortunate there, Andy just took a step back. I would like to have seen him in that transition forward, play that ball out of the air with a nice little reset drop and get in. Joey is just so good with the placement on those little attacks down the line. That was a little bit low disguised, and it looked like it was a little more of a three-quarter attack up high on Andy, and he couldn't quite get the Scorpion around.
That's obviously called out the timeout here, and I think Vipers are back to have a rethink because this is a very important match for them. They want to win this one and tie it up at 1-1. It's currently Mavs up 1. They got the female genders in a very tight match, so here we go.
Yeah, always one of the issues with the format. If you get the 2 genders under your belt and you go up 2-0, and if you were lucky enough to win the toss and you have the react to the mix, you can always format it like we did in the Eastern Rush a little while ago, where we had the 2-0 lead and then we waited to see who they put up, and we put maybe our second team against their first and then our first against their second. And, generally speaking, there's going to be a stronger or a weaker mixed doubles team, and so that's where it really helps to get that 2-0 lead. Here we go back again, 17-15. Mavs are up. Ooh, simple little dink in the net there. Ryan's not going to like that one. Let's see if they can rebound. Again, you want to, at this point, you want to be making them win points, not losing points. Got to make them win. Having said that, that was a very difficult ball for Joey. I think that return that Andy hit might have even skidded right off the line a little bit. But either way, it was great depth.
That's another ball that really needs to be made there. Is that 19-16? Here we go.
Yeah, the Mavs kept it deep, though. Let's see what the Vipers can do here, taking that net over. Joey, again, Ryan with a deep return. Joey transitioning. Blitzy's up there. Blitzy goes into that right shoulder of Ryan Henry and get the paddle around. Brings them to their first game point, 2016, and the freeze is on. The Mavs now have to win it on their serve. And they've got one back, so this is 17-20. The Mavericks are frozen. They have to wait till they get the serve back to have a chance to win it again. Vipers serving. That's great defense from Blitzy there. He was under a lot of pressure, reflexed a few balls back, and all of a sudden gave Joey an open court to hit that into. We go to game point number 2. On serve here for Blitzy, 2017.
2017.
Great play there by Joey Farias.
That's a great pickup, wasn't it?
And Aaron Blitz, they played a really good game there to sneak that one out. That really could have gone either way. There was not much in it the whole time. They just stepped up when it mattered.
I actually thought Andy had it past him down that line, and Joey just popped that paddle out and just pushed it back down the line. Very, very well played.
All right, so we're going into the mixed doubles. It looks like, to me, who's going to react? It looks like the Melbourne Mavericks are going to give their mixed doubles lineup.
Joey and Nicola.
And the Vipers are going to react to it. So Joey and Nicola are probably going to be, on paper, they're the strongest team. So they're putting out their big guns first. Let's see what the Vipers do. At a 1-1 tie, typically you put your well, it depends. If you feel like you have a very strong Dream Breaker team, you have some really good singles players, you may go for the split. You may just go, okay, let's just make sure we get one of the next two. Let's get to that 2 first, so that we know that at worst we're going to a Dream Breaker. So they might decide to put out maybe their second team if they see that the first team's out. If you don't have a strong Dream Breaker team, maybe you just go 1 for 1, 2 for 2.
Looks here like they're going for the 3-0. I think Joey, with that extensive experience, and Nicola, like obviously that would be your A1 team for the Mavs, just marginally. And we've got Ryan Henry and Ella, a new pairing.
Yeah, and again, without knowing a lot about Ella, it's hard to say the Vipers which their stronger team would be, but I would imagine this is it. This is, Ryan tends to play the left side with Andy, so he's usually the little bit stronger player, and we'll most likely with righties see both of the gentlemen on the left, both of the ladies on the right, and this is your classic mixed doubles. Probably see a lot of dinking cross court right side to right side, and a lot of the guys trying to get through the middle and across and try and get as many balls as they can. And
yeah, I'm interested to see this because obviously this is we watch a lot of pickleball. We see a lot of these athletes compete against each other, and it's always great to see some new mix-ups and match-ups and see how they go.
Yeah, this season has been fantastic, as with each season so far since 2023. We've seen more new faces and more new faces, and it always brings a tremendous, variety, and it just helps everybody to improve. We had a sub from the Eastern Rush. We had a sub for Ariane Batia, and we pulled a guy last minute in from France. And so Tio Patel came over, and he was fantastic today, and brought in a little bit of a different play. He had a real nasty slice backhand and had a big forehand drive, and so
I also thought quite a little crafty game as well.
Yeah, he's got some craft.
I watched the men's genders, and he was a little tight for the first couple of balls. Hit a few high balls, and Rob hit them very hard back.
He's not going to want to remember his very point of MLP Australia. I'll promise you that.
No.
But he did blame it on a bad bounce, so that's fine.
Good. But then I think he gained a bit of confidence, and then he was banging those drives and some beautiful ATP I saw, and just really crafty, really bit of spin on each volley, and it was very nice to watch.
Yeah, very good player. The Eastern Rush captain, Katie Hart, did a great job in finding him on the list, watching a bit of videos, scouting him a bit, and there you go. She got what she wanted. Strong player. So here we are, back to the Mavericks. We are 1-1. This is the first mixed doubles. Oh, sorry. We are 2-0. 2-0. And this is the first mixed doubles. The Mavericks are feeling good here.
Ella at the net. My goodness, the flicks, backhand, forehand, very impressive.
Yeah, that was nice. I think if Nicola had just waited a split second longer, she might have been able to accomplish that ATP, but just a little impatient. But the agility of Ryan Henry there. Went for an Ernie. It wasn't there, and he came back and recovered and still made the shot.
Yeah.
He's very quick on his feet.
This is a must-win here for the Vipers to stay. Oh, that's beautiful from Ryan. This is a must-win for the Vipers. Obviously 2-0 down. They want this one, and then to bring out the captain, Andy Horridge. Try and tee it up, 2-2, and get to a dream breaker. But a must-win again.
And I'll tell you, after last season, Andy had really stepped up to the plate when there was some pressure on it and they needed wins. The Vipers definitely grinded a bit. And there you see Ryan Henry. He just sees the ball very early. He moves forward. He likes taking a lot of space away, putting pressure on that return team hitting the fourth shot. And he snuck out an easy forehand volley there through the middle.
Wow, Ryan really stepping in and taking that left-hand dominant role, isn't he? Like that's and just pushing it through that center. Like really.
But a great speed up there from Ella. She had a nice speed up cross. Nicola didn't do enough with the counter, and Ryan was there to clean it up. Unfortunate error there from Joey. He's not happy with himself on that one.
6-1.
The Vipers take a 6-1 lead out the gates here. And not what the coaches want to see when they have a nice little lead and just give a free point away. No freebies. Make them play. Again, good attacking point there. The Mavs earned that one. Joey with a nice attack on the backhand side. And they're working their way back in, 3-6. Nicola's got to be careful with going down the line with her dinks.
Oh, that's a great ball. Great roll through the center there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Joey was sitting over there on that backhand thinking she might go line. She went straight through the center. It's good vision.
No, you're right there, Mike. Like Ryan's obviously an agile player, loves his Ernie. Nicola does need to pay attention there.
All right.
Great speed up from Nicola there to set up that point.
Definitely competitive. She wants to get that ball going quick. When it's up, she's going to take it. Not going to hold back. Too good from Ryan. His forehand flick attack of his is absolutely spot on. Gets a lot of power. No backswing. Quick little flick of the wrist. We'll talk about the backhand flick later, but for now, we'll just focus on the forehand. And there you go. Again, forehand off the bounce straight into the right shoulder of Nicola there. Great placement. Again, it's placement over power. It doesn't really matter how hard you're hitting the ball most of the time if you can't get it into the right spot up there on those attacks.
Remind me, Mike, was Nicola a number one draft season pick at some point? I believe she was.
She was.
Yeah.
She was, as your son was this time last
Yeah,
year.
that's right, yeah.
He was the number one pick last year, Lucas Pascoe, and he and Nicola are great friends. They're two of the best up-and-coming players in the world, to be honest. These two have got pickleball careers written all over them, so it's exciting to see them here now at the beginning of their journey.
It's great. They've both obviously met some good friends as part of this MLP Australia. They've met some friends from America and from India. They've both been to America last year, and I know for a fact Lucas is on the way to America in 2 days' time after this, and I believe so is Nicola again.
Yes, we're looking at some time for her to get over to the States and test themselves against the top players in the world. There's Ryan Henry's agility. Just didn't quite have the long enough arm there, but he definitely had the feet, just not the long enough arm. But I still like seeing him go and putting that pressure on to let them know he is going to, take anything on that outside of the court. He's going to take it with an Ernie, so they better keep balls away from that area.
It's a great comeback here now from the Mavericks. They were 6-1 down, and they've brought it back to a 9-8. But there we go. He's awake again. Ryan's back in it and dominating.
Yeah, big forehand through the middle. I think that's the fourth time he's done it this game, and that's what he's looking for. But it's all set up nicely by Ella with some really dinks that cause a lot of pressure.
Oh, wow.
They're not, as we say, dead dinks. They're difficult ones, and Nicola comes back and has her patented scream afterwards. Getting fired up.
That's a great pickup from Joey there, really.
So that last backhand of Ryan's that sat up a little bit cross-court is what I was referring to earlier. That possibly could have been a little bit of a flick. Maybe goes straight at Nicola on that one. It was, kind of high enough, but instead he goes a little more tennis slice back cross-court. It just floated a little bit.
There it is through the middle again. A great setup again. Another great setup. Yeah.
Got that forehand through the middle, and we're going to switch at 11-10 here with the with the Vipers up. Yeah, there's not much to this right now. Joey and Nicola are playing pretty rock solid. Ella and Ryan are playing pretty rock solid. We're going to see who can really step up and start to dominate a little bit more. I like to play with the Vipers where Ella gets into some cross-court dinking with Nicola and tries to create a little pressure, and Ryan really looks to cover that center. That's worked a lot of times. I'm sure the more he plays through the center like he has been, Nicola's going to be aware and maybe try and take it down his line a little bit. If she sees, out of the corner of her eye, if she sees him leaning towards that center. And Joey and Nicola have to stay patient and be ready to be aggressive when it's there. I think Joey needs to try and involve himself a little bit more. They've taken him out of it a little bit, but when he has gotten involved, he is spot on with his targets. He really places the ball well on his attacks. Unfortunate net cord there.
12,
Went the Vipers' way,
12-10.
and we've got 12-10 Vipers. There you go. Nice job by Joey there. He leaned through the middle a little bit. Ella went down the line, and he was spot on back to it. Started the attack.
11-12.
Is it just me, or Ella seems to have an interesting paddle angle when she's pushing that ball? It seems to be more wrist and not necessarily the body and the shoulder. She's just sort of flicking it across to Nicola.
Yeah, and that's one of the beauties of pickleball. Honestly, as a coach, there's we had a foot fault there called on Joey Farias, it looks like, unfortunately, as he was taking the middle of the court and being aggressive and looked like he had total control. We've got 13-12 for the Vipers.
That's a great ball. Now, although Ryan did get out of the camera, I think he was still very close. I have a really strong feeling he was close to that ball. He didn't miss that by much.
He doesn't let many balls get by without getting a paddle on it, that's for sure.
Point, man. Yours, Nicola, at 14. 14-13.
This is really important. Vipers don't just want to be playing a hang-on pickleball here. They actually need to be aggressive and really want to win these points.
Nice reset there. And again, Joey comes in, places that ball perfectly, point over.
Joey's definitely playing a bit more dominant role now. He's definitely injecting himself a bit more into the match. Some great points now.
I think it's
good drives.
Nicola's very aggressive. She can play aggressive when needed, but I think Joey's the one who's been placing the ball a little bit better. Nice low ball there from Ella, though. Again, keep that ball down low, hunt those shoes. We've got 14-15. The Vipers are working their way back in.
Wow, look at that ball. That's a beautiful ball.
Fantastic.
Great angle, good reach as well.
Great deep return there from Nicola to get that ball back near the baseline and give Joey the green light to just cover as much court as he can. It almost becomes a singles point for Joey after that. Nice angle from Ella there. It's tit for tat. They're going back and forth here, Chris. Who's going to step up and play some big pickle? Nice transition.
Oh, great point there. Yeah. Just catching Ella. Ella needs to shuffle a little bit to the right, a little bit more footwork, and to pick that ball and lift it up.
Yeah, unfortunately, after a great couple shots in transition there, Nicola played a very aggressive dink out wide and just caught Ella a little off balance. Here we go. 17-15 Mavericks.
How good is that roll? That roll dink. There's a lot of revs on that ball and a lot of pressure. That is not a dead dink, as they say. That is a beautiful
definitely
ball.
not. And, you see a lot of the right side female players in mix play that shot so well. It's just perfectly executed. Just a little long there with that return by Nicola, and all of a sudden we got a ball game, Chris.
Here it is, 17.
17 all.
Let's go, Ryan. Let's go, Ella. Let's keep this going. Let's see if we can get 2-1.
Let's go, Nicola. Let's go, Joey.
Here we go.
We're not partisan or anything over here.
I just want to see more pickleball.
It's tough for me because I coach Ryan and I coach Nicola, so I don't know who I want to win.
Great pickup, but great work from Nicola. That's
really nice. And oh my goodness. Got Ryan on that low backhand there. Nice little two-handed topspin roll by Nicola. We've got 18-17. for the Mavs.
There's that middle. He actually set up, I don't know if you saw the point, he was right in the middle, set right on the tee there. He didn't start middle of his court. He wanted the Middleton to own it.
And we're at 18-all here. Vipers versus Mavs. Ooh, just missed it there by Ella.
Good reflex from all players then.
Yeah, that was good. I thought Ella got one back that I didn't expect, but Joey still ended up putting too much pressure on her. Again, well-placed speed up. I mean, that was from a low ball as well, and that's one of the shots that I see from quite a few of the American players is they can take a low ball and you don't expect it, and they'll flick it 3/4, and they'll place it perfectly up near your paddle shoulder or your head, and it's just very difficult. We got game point right now for the Mavs, 28-18, and they got it. They got it on the first try, serving for it, which gives them a 3-0 lead. They've clinched the match, but they'll still play the fourth rubber.
As it's the first round, this all sets them up for their seedings for the top 8. The top 8 do actually go through into the quarters.
That's right.
1v8, 2v7, etc. So every match is important.
Every match counts. That fourth point is very relative. It's so competitive in these matches with these 12 teams that you could sneak through if you get that extra one. You might not if you don't. So you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So
it's actually quite interesting. These teams are very evenly matched. You're seeing a lot of scores of 21-19, 23-21. You really are, and I believe from Tweedheads, the 8th seeded team, Hustle, made it all the way through to the final. It just shows you that it's about who you're head to head with and who you're playing.
Yeah, 100%. So we've got the next matchup, and the Vipers are just going to try and get a point here so that maybe they can build a little momentum tomorrow and get something 3-1 or 4-0 and maybe still get into that playoffs. So we've got for the Melbourne Mavericks, we've got Captain Aaron Blitz and B. Horsley. They're going to be taking on Captain Andy Horridge from the Vipers and Mihei Kwan. What do you think about this, Chris? You've seen all of these guys play quite a bit.
Battle of the Captains. Obviously, B is a substitute for this match, and I believe even Mihei, she was a substitute from last season, and obviously she performed very well in the season, and that's given her the spot for the year.
Yeah, there have been quite a few visa issues, unfortunately, for some of the players trying to get into Australia. We do have quite a few coming from all over the world, so sometimes those visas don't get done in a timely manner, and sometimes it just might be a planned absence from an event or an illness or an injury. So we've seen quite a few subs, both at Tweedheads and also here in Auckland.
In some way, I think it's a blessing. You see some great new players. Obviously, you do want to play with the team that you've drafted. You've built a team. These captains, coaches such as yourself, you've created a team. You've built your team. You've done your homework. So you do want to see those 4 people play.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And there's, good value here with all the players, but the captains, they have to take the time and just figure out, okay, I need a sub. Go to the sheet, check to see who's available, see who's been playing hot lately or not, see who's not too far away that can still make it, at the last minute. And yeah, it's quite a bit of work for these captains, but Aaron Blitz and Andy Horridge have been doing this for a while, and
they're the OGs.
I'd say definitely Blitzy. He was the original captain of the Mavericks. He's always been, and then in the next season, that was in 2023, and then in 2000. Was that 23 or 22?
Maybe 22.
22, sorry.
22, yeah.
2022. Jeez, am I that old, Chris? Oh, my gosh. Don't answer that. 2022, when Blitzy captained the Melbourne Mavericks for the first time. He was one of the original OGs. And Andy came in 2020.
I think the next year when Perth got added.
Yeah, I think it was 2023 that they came in, or 24.
I'm going to say 3.
Yeah, let's go 3.
Yeah.
Why not? Nobody's listening to us anyway, so they're not going to check it.
It's 2022 and 2023, or it's 23 and 24. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Either way,
absolutely.
Blitzy gets the win. Blitzy was the OG.
He is the OG for sure.
You right, B? 0-0.
All right, let's have a look. Battle of the captains.
We had an issue to start here. I'm not sure what it was.
What I am interested to see, we just watched in the genders, we watched Aaron and Andy go head-to-head on the right-hand side. So now it'll be nice to watch them go head-to-head on the left-hand side
left-hand
and just
side, yeah.
see who gets the biscuits for the day.
Well, there we go. Andy's ahead. Biscuit 1 for Andy.
1-0.
I actually do prefer to see Andy on the left. I'm not sure why. I don't know the technical reasons. I just have a gut feeling I like him on the left.
Well, I think he naturally likes to be aggressive, and on the right side, it's a little bit more difficult. You've got that left side, usually more dominant player in front of you, and it's not always the best thing to do. And right now, on the left side, he can take advantage of the right side player, who typically tends to be, a little bit the weaker one. So I think it's a more preferred option is to be offensive when he's able. Great job.
We don't remember the year if it was 2022 or 2023, but I still remember us at your skills and drill sessions with Andy at Runaway Bay, whatever year it was.
That's right.
But there was a few household names: Amelia Schmidt, Andy, Katie Hart, the regulars.
That's right. Good crew back then. I'm going to say it was 2023 that MLP started.
$3-2.
Yeah, you might be right. 2022 might have been that COVID thing.
As a matter of fact, yeah, I think it was. We'll come back to that.
That's beautiful.
Great
there you
job,
go.
Andy.
Strong left-hand side. Well done, Andy.
5 was a 3. Yours, Andy. Come here, Aaron.
So B. Horsley stepping up, obviously, and filling for this Premier level Mavs, but she also plays in one of the Challenger teams, I believe, as well.
I think you're right. I think a lot of the players have been pulled up from the Challenger. We have Rob Sterling and Taylor Smith. Rob's not playing Challenger.
It was great to see Taylor on the court today. He
was.
adds vibrancy, and he's obviously an Eastern Rush for the Challenger.
He is the captain of the Challenger Eastern Rush, Tay Smitty, of course. And he played for the Southeast Asia Surge today.
Multiple Australian champion winner back in the day. Multiple.
Are we going to play trivia again? What year did Caden Hensel and Taylor Smith win the Nationals? And I can tell you they beat Mitch Hargraves and I in 2022 in the quarterfinals. So they won it in 2022. All right, Andy's taking a little bit more of the middle. I like that. And Mihai keeps Blitzy honest by going down the line. Caught him leaning to the middle. That's a great right side player. They're always looking to do that occasionally just to stop that movement. Maybe B. Horsley will try that on Andy a few times here. If she gets the opportunity.
Yeah, well played, Andy. Andy's really rolling that. Like, he's not really overpowering that drive. He's putting like a 3/4 with some roll and really pulling out to be out off the court nearly.
Yeah, getting it into a good spot where it makes it a bit more difficult to counterattack it. Nice, Mihai. She went out wide on that forehand, and I don't know if you saw it, but Blitzy stayed home on that left side. He didn't budge, and she went back cross court and got B into a spot of bother there with that heavy dink.
You still got the flashback of the ball passing by him for 1 or 2 minutes ago.
All right, we've got a slight little lead by the Mavericks here, 7-6. There we go. Andy, the tennis star. Overhead volley. And Andy was a fine young tennis player from Western Australia, from Perth.
That's a great pickup from Aaron.
An ATP attempt there by Blitzy.
Was it called out, or did Mihai hit it?
I think it just bounced as she hit it,
Okay,
so
got
it
it.
was
So-
definitely called out.
Vipers are up
It's
8-7.
Always tough to see that one.
Point Mavs.
Serving the net is never the ball you want in rally scoring because you lose the point for sure. Always a little tricky with rally scoring. You want to keep those unforced errors to a minimum.
Very interesting this year, Mike, that MLP America, the home of MLP, obviously MLP Australia as well, they've moved back in this team league to traditional scoring.
Yeah. Very controversial, to say the least.
I personally love this rally scoring. I think it's part and parcel of the game. I think this is something where PPA is wonderful. It's sort of that more traditional event, and this is the team event. There's a lot more noise, a lot more fun. I love the rally scoring.
I do too. I'm with you on that one. I'm definitely for it. I don't mind the freeze. As several people have stated, you know, it disadvantages the team that's leading, and that's exactly what Steve Kuhn wanted when he invented it. He wanted to make the matches closer and more exciting and more fun. So he implemented the freeze. All right, and we've got a little break now as the teams switch. The Mavericks are up 11-9. They'll have a quick little chat with their teammates and or their coach. The Western Vipers are fortunate enough to have Coach Coco on their side, Coco La Coco, and she's going to be over there giving them some advice right now, how to sort of claw their way back into this and see if they can just snatch 1 point going into tomorrow. That could definitely help. She's been one of the top coaches in Australia. She's getting extremely active, comes from a very high-level tennis coaching background, high-level player. She spent some time in India earlier this year and coached one of the teams at one of the Indian leagues over there.
She did indeed.
It's getting transitioning, I think, almost totally out of tennis now, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. I actually do believe it's full-time pickleball, and
Yeah.
I've had the privilege to play a gold medal match with Coco, and I did as I was told.
Nice.
And she is an incredibly talented and strategic player, as well as a very skillful player.
That's right. She's got great hands coming from that tennis background. All right, the Mavs are pulling away here a little bit. 12 for the Mavericks, 9 for the Vipers. And unfortunately, just a little, that one got away from B there a little bit.
Little eager there.
Eager Beaver.
Yep.
We've got 10 for the Vipers and 12 for the Mavericks.
That's what I wanted to see. I was just about to say I want to see Andy come to life.
He needs to. This match is going to depend on him. I mean, yes, his partner is going to do her job, but Andy needs to keep being aggressive, keep looking for those opportunities, cross the middle, through the middle, Ernie's, anything. A little replay there.
Maybe ball on
court. Yep.
11-12.
Nice duck by Andy. Blitzy went a little bit high on that one and thought he was trying to get a little bit lower, kind of center mass into the body, and just got up a little bit high. And smart play by Andy there to duck and get out of the way and take that 3 point.
Point Mavs. At 13, Aaron.
Nice ball down low by B. Horsley there, down at Mihei's feet, shoe hunting.
I feel like Mavs have generally been in front nearly all match. I could be wrong, maybe it was 1-2 or something at the start, but I feel like Mavs are just hanging in there and Vipers seem to be chasing the whole way.
13-12.
Yeah, they just played that little notch more solid, haven't they?
Point Mavs.
Blitzy rips one straight down the line right at Mihei. She almost got out of the way, but I think it still caught her a little bit. And we've got a timeout, I believe, by the Vipers here.
That's a good call. I think they need to break that momentum. 3 points and really think about how do we take this out. This is it. This is important.
Yeah, and I think it's exactly like you mentioned, and I'm sure Coco's probably talking to them about this, and that's to get Andy a little bit more involved and, keep balls a little bit more over to B's side of the court on that right side, whether that be Mihei dinking cross court with B and or Andy dinking cross and looking to go line or attack middle. But I think they're going to try and keep balls away from Aaron Blitz. As much as he might try and scoot around the middle and take some, they're going to try and keep balls away. Look for opportunities for Andy to take on either player, actually, but I would imagine take on B straight ahead and see if he can't win a firefight.
I was just looking at our commentary team here, Mike. We've got an Australian, American, a couple of Kiwis, and the Kiwis are actually calling on the Kiwi versus Kiwi match on our other court, our other premier teams.
Nice. That's why we love this league that we're in. Major League Pickleball's got a huge variety of players from all over. All right.
13-16.
See if the Vipers can work their way back into it here. 13-16 down. Oh, B with some offense. She definitely finished it with that flat shot, but she actually started it with a forehand speed up cross court. I think she caught Mihei a little bit off guard there. A little surprise. Nice play.
I was actually thinking that potentially B's the bit more aggressive, bit more speed up. As I then say that, and Aaron does that.
That's why you don't want to let Blitzy have too many balls. Even the thirds and the fifths, he's crashing in on his own stuff and smacking backhand
He's
volley
been playing
winners.
incredibly consistent in this match.
He has.
Like very, very strong.
But the Vipers are just hanging in there by the skin of their teeth. 14-18. Vipers serving.
They need a run right now. Where's
They
that
do.
purple patch? Good drive. It's strong. Unlucky there from Aaron. That was actually really strong defense at the net. Good
Yeah.
blocks.
Nice drives there by Mihei. She
15-18.
tuned Aaron Blitzy up there. Another good drive by Mihei. That big forehand right at B. Horsley. And another point. They're working their way back into it. 16-18.
16-18. Point match.
Ooh, that one really hurt. And that's one where I would rather see Mihei take a little bit of pace off, put some spin. B wasn't all the way in, so
No.
that's one where you can, three-quarter roll it at her feet when she's well off that kitchen line.
And they're either catching it at their feet, or even if they get it, there's only one way that ball's coming up.
It's
It is
going
coming
up,
up,
and there's
you've got
Andy.
Andy there to hit that overhead that he loves.
From that far back, a meter and a half behind the no volley line, that's definitely Andy's got plenty of time. So let's see what we got here. B threw up a little bit of a desperate lob there. She might not have needed to do that, and especially over Andy. He's a quick little bugger. He might be somewhat vertically challenged, but he makes up for it with his quickness
He's got big hops.
and his leaping ability. Nice ball by Blitzy. He's getting it down. And this brings
Just
us
solid.
to
Very solid at the net, isn't he?
game
Blitzy.
point for the Melbourne Mavericks, 2018. And the freeze is on. They need to win it here on serve. And that was just long by Andy, unfortunately. And the Melbourne Mavericks, so
Very dominant.
The Vipers.
4-0.
that is, for a 4-0 match, that was one of the closest 4-0 ties that I've seen. There were all four matches were pretty close. Everybody played well there. The Mavs just stepped it up at the right time, and well done to the Mavericks. And great to see Nicholas Skuman, who has been out of pickleball for about 6 weeks, hadn't hit much, and just got back into practicing. Great to see her back and in pretty decent form for having not played a lot.
Absolutely. Not only just placing the ball very well, just really pushing it out to that left-hand side into the backhand there, But then she's got that big drive, big overhead, and the big scream. Like, really, it was great to see her. I think she was loving her pickleball today.
She was doing very well. Had the competitiveness, and I think the secret I saw in the warm up earlier today, Chris, and that is she warmed up with her headphones on. And I, as a coach, I thought about trying to tell her to take them off, but she knows something. She's smarter than me because that seemed to work for her.
There's another gentleman. I believe he might have won a few things. Mitch Hargraves. I regularly see him warming up with his headphones. Oh, maybe not warming up, but definitely the minute before he gets onto the court, 5-6 minutes before he's got his headphones on.
Yeah, there must be something to it. Maybe we should get some headphones for tomorrow and put them on before our matches.
I'm in.
Alrighty, so we're done for today with the Melbourne Mavericks and the Vipers. We've got another match coming up here pretty soon, and we'll tune out for now.